good evening. What's up, Mario? Somebody's out for the torn ACL in the Canadian Football League. Uh-oh. I didn't hear about that. I didn't hear about that. Yeah, didn't hear about that. What's up, man? How you doing? But, yeah, I didn't hear about that. But, yeah. All right, man, we got the Cubbies and the Brewers. They had a doubleheader. Was supposed to have a doubleheader yesterday. They played the first game, and then last night's game got rained out, so they had a doubleheader again today. First one was played, and now it looks like we're going to get this one in. So that's good news. Looks like we're going to get this one in. Let's see. Let's share this out. Alrighty. What's up, Paxton? Yeah, okay, I started it. Okay. I started it. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Brewers because the Cubs won the first game. It's hard to sweep a doubleheader. It's hard to sweep a doubleheader. So, as the Cubs won the first one, I'll pick the Brewers on this one. All right. Ooh, are you betting on the Cubbies? You think they're going to get the sweep today? Okay, we'll see, man. We got Woodruff versus the ex-Yankee, Jameson Taillon. That's what Mario should know who he is. Got an ex-Yankee. Ex-Yankee. But, all right, man, so... Yeah. All right, I'll bet on the Brewers. On the Cubs. So there we go, man. So you betting on the betting on the Cubbies. Where the Yankees at today? Yankees playing today? Where the Yankees at, Paxton? Who's playing Thursday in Canadian football? Who's playing Thursday? Got no idea. You're supposed to know that kind of stuff, man. Supposed to know that kind of stuff. What's Root barking at? Just hear him barking inside of something. Probably, dog walking down the street. That's how dogs are, man. They see the dog walking down the street like. And they get all mad, Now you're supposed to know those things. Supposed to know those things. Marquee Sports Network, man. They don't play on WGN no more. That's sad, man. It's sad the Cubbies don't play on WGN no more, man. So sad. So Jameson Taillon going to start for the Cubbies today. As we're in the doubleheader. Cubbies won the first game. I think it was 6-4 in the day game, the day-night doubleheader. Has an ERA of 3.45 and 8 starts at Wrigley Field. Ex-Yankee out there. Wow, man, God, you're the color analyst. You're supposed to know that. You're supposed to help me out in those things. It's the color analyst is supposed to know those stuff like that. All right, here we go. First bat of the game. Here comes pitch. Is a ball. 1-0 to Frelick. So Frelick batting 299 on the year, 9 homers and 49 RBIs. And the 1-0 is a strike. 1-1. Yeah, I need backup. I mean, so 1-1 here to Frelick. There's another strike, 1-2. How about they change the channel? I don't like their box score. The Brewers was a lot easier to see. Here's a 1-2. And strike 3 looking. 1 down. So quickly, 1 down here in the inning. We'll have to wait till the inning's over with to do that. So 1 down. In the top of the first. I was fixing to say the same thing about what? So Durbin's up. I mean 254. Well, they call that a strike right at the knees. 0-1. Batting 254, 7 homers, 42 RBIs, and 101 games for Caleb Durbin. And the 0-1 is going to be a ground ball to short. Throw to first. Got him. Nice play by the shortstop. And there's 2 down. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go to the Brewers channel because I like their box score better on the screen. So there's 2 down here at the top of the first. 2 down. Where's all the Brewers fans that were here a few weeks ago? Did YouTube not notify him? Contreras fouls that back. 0-1. Yeah, YouTube probably didn't notify him I was live. You know how YouTube is with their notifications. So Contreras has 13 homers and 61 RBIs. The 0-1 is going to be off the plate. 1-1. So 1-1 to count. Here comes the 1-1. And swing and a miss. 1-2. So 1-2 to count. Man, I drug out my old webcam, and I had to go buy I went and bought a Bluetooth mouse. That's gonna be low. 2-2. I did a Bluetooth mouse. So 2-2 coming in the plate. And that's ball 3. I'm doing amazing, as Pigskin Pete would say. I'm doing amazing and fantastic, as Pigskin Pete would say. You know, any day that you're above ground is a good day. 3-2 pitch is going to be a base hit, center field. So 2-out single, and Milwaukee has a base runner on. Contreras gets a single to first. I changed the channel. Yeah, I changed the channel to the Brewers channel. So got Yelich coming to the plate, batting cleanup tonight, batting 265 on the season. 26 homers and 87 RBIs. And the pitch is low, 1-0. The who? Who's the Montreal. Okay. Who was it? Here comes the 1-0. That's in the dirt. 2-0. You don't hate on that group? I mean, like, talking about like watch Uncle Lou's and Pete. Yeah, I watch them. Sometimes I don't comment that much. That's 3-0. The Yelich. Yeah, sometimes I don't comment that much. But yeah, I watch Lou and Pete. So 3-0 to Yelich. Batting at 265. That ball's hit out of play. Had a green light. It's 3-1. Oh, Caleb Evans. Okay. It's one of their backup quarterbacks, I think. I think that's one of their backup quarterbacks that they bring in on short yardage situations. 3-1 is ball 4. So Yelich will get on with a 2-out walk. Now the Brew Crew have 2 on and 2 out. Yeah, he's one of their quarterbacks, I believe. And I think they bring him in on like 2nd and 1 to run the quarterback sneak. So we got Vaughn due up. Running 240s. Overcast, a little cloudy night in Chicago. Here comes the pitch. That ball's hit foul on the play. Just went to the Brewers dugout. 0-1. Shea Patterson. Oh, that's that guy that went to Ole Miss. Ole Miss and then I think Michigan. I remember him. He was supposed to be a really, the next phenom, and turned out to not be. Remember him. Here's the 0-1. That's off the plate. 1-1. But yeah, I remember him. Yeah, he went to Ole Miss. I think he went to Ole Miss first, and then Michigan. He coming out of high school. He was supposed to be the next, quarterback, and didn't turn out that way. I think he was a 5-star. Here's a 1-1. That's hit back 1-2. So 1-2 to count. Here to Andrew Vaughn. 2 for 7 in the series. His average is a lot better with Milwaukee than it was with the White Sox. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be fouled. 1-2. The cult. You think they have a cult? Some people they're man. I think some people it's like a cult over there. All right, so 1-2 to Vaughn. Here comes the 20-second pitch from Talion, and it's gonna be down low. 2-2. 2-2. Wonder why the Yankees never re-signed this guy. He's decent. Here comes a 2-2 to Vaughn. And that ball's going to be hit to center field for another base hit. Let's hit the runner home, and they will, and it's 1-0 Milwaukee. As the Brewers get on the board first, in the top of the first. And it's 1-0 Brew Crew. Man. The Brewers and the Cubbies. It's 1-0. What's up, Steve G? And speaking of beer, man, I haven't had a beer in like freaking weeks, man. Been saving myself, for the not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next one. So Collins comes to the plate. Sixth batter in the inning for the Brew Crew. Still have a bunch of first and second, 2 down. They're 55-14 this year when they score first. All the Brewers. So they when they score first, they win. So Collins bats on the left side. That's 8 homers and 41 ribbies. 284 average in 101 games. That's right down the middle. 0-1. Yeah, I don't know her personally, but people say that she is. But I don't know her personally, so I can't comment on that. Some people have met her in the Slav Olympics, but I haven't. I didn't go a few years ago because Remy got sick. That's 1-1. I was going to go when they were in Panama City because it's only like a 4-hour drive, but Remy got sick that week before, and I didn't go. Here's the 1-1. That's 2-1. Because I was going to shack up with Sir UGA, and And that's when that Monday we found out Remy had cancer, and I wasn't in any kind of you know condition to go mentally. That's a strike, 2-2. So Yingling on game tonight. Yeah, Yingling. That's why I'm gonna get Yingling, but I got to get the Yingling flight because the heavy Yingling's it makes me feel bloated and fat. 2-2 pitch. And it hurts. 3-2. But I do like the heavy. I do like the heavy Yingling. But man, lately it just makes me feel bloated and fat. Like I think I might have to switch to the Yingling flight. No, the low carb beer. 3-2 pitch. Runners go, and it's fouled out of play. Yeah, it was. I mean, I was gonna go, man, unless I was going, but they I just was when my wife and I heard that, I was just like, man, I can't. I gotta be with him, every second that I can. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3, out number 3. But the Brewer crew, they do score 1, and they'll leave 2. Woodruff going to come on around for the Brew crew. We got Bush, Happ, and Suzuki up for the Cubbies in the first. Yeah, Cubbies. Where's Harry Carey at, man? See, Harry Carey drank Budweiser. I used to drink Budweiser, but they changed their shit when the Germans bought them. This ain't the same beer. Ain't the same beer since when the Germans bought them a while back. Yeah. So bottom of the first is 1-0. Yeah. Yeah, we cremated ours, so. Yeah, all 3 of ours they're in the house, so right back. Okay, so all right, so bottom of the first we go. It's 1-0 Brew Crew. As yesterday they had a game. Brewers won that one. The nightcap was delayed, so they had a doubleheader today. Cubbies won that one. So this is the third game. So we got Bush, Happ, Suzuki, Crow Armstrong, Kelly, Nico Horner, Cassie, Swanson, and Shaw. There's your batting order for the hometown Cubbies. So Woodruff will come set. And here comes the pitch to Bush. That's going to be a ball up and away, 1-0. So Brandon Woodruff making his 8th start, 4-0 with an ERA of 2.06. And see, 49 Ks and 8 walks. That pitch is going to be high, 2-0. So 2-0 to count. So Michael Bush, 24 homers on the year for the Cubs, batting 258, 68 RBIs. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. That's up high, 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. Fix my thing here, man. I brought my old webcam out that I've been having for like 15 years. 3-0 pitch. They call that a strike? Wow, 3-1. What's up, Elizabeth? So 3-1 to count. Hello, Elizabeth. 3-1 coming to Bush. And did he go around? They're going to say yes. Count goes to the full 3-2. So it was 3-0. Now it's 3-2. So Woodruff looking in, getting a sign from the pitch comm. Here comes the pitch. It's fouled off the ump. Stays 3-2. Went off the umpire's mask. It looks like a good little crowd there in the Windy City. So 3-2 to Bush. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be off the plate. Ball 4. So leadoff guy gets on for Chicago. Yep. What are you barking at? Dog barking. Probably somebody walking the dog out. Somebody walking the dog out front and he's barking at him. I see you. So Ian Happ's up. Batting .228 on the year. That's a strike. 0-1. Happ has 16 homers and 56 RBIs on the year. OPS of .715. Here comes the 0-1. Has to be fouled. Back out of play. 0-2. You always want to come with the opportunity. Come on. Come on. This way. This way. Come on. Go. Go outside. You're going to go. Here comes the 0-2 to Happ. And it's going to be grounded. Oh, it's off the first baseman in the right field. So the Cubbies are going to have first and third. No, well, only first and second. We didn't go to third on that? Wow, first and second, excuse me. Yeah, if we had buried Remy was like 90-something pounds. What kind of hole we would have to dig. So first and second here for the Cubs in the bottom of the first. They're threatening to tie it up here in the first. So Woodruff had 10 pitches already. Suzuki, not like the motorbike. Here's a pitch. And there's a strike. 0-1. Yeah, you would need a backhoe. So Suzuki for his career against Woodruff, he's 5 for 8 in his career against Brandon Woodruff. That's upstairs. 1-1. So 1-1 to count. Is he Mario in here? Man, did you see what Manfred wants to do with baseball? And do away with like American National League and shit? That's off the plate. Or some bullshit like that, 2-1. They want to realign the whole. I mean, what the hell, man? And he's the worst commissioner of the 4. It's not even close. People used to think that Goodell was the worst, but it's not the case anymore. 2-1. That ball's foul back. I am. I'm using the my old webcam. I'm not. I used to use the one on the computer. It does 1080p, but this one is a little more clearer. 2-2 pitch. Lifts it to right field. Shallow right coming on and making. Oh no, can't make the catch. But it's in foul territory though. Well, they're lucky that was in foul territory. They're lucky that was in foul territory because that definitely would have scored some runs. Yeah, the webcam on the on the laptop, it does 1080p, but so does this webcam. This webcam is like, I got this webcam like 2010. It's 15 years old, and one of the reasons why I was never using it was because this laptop doesn't have many USB. Only has like 2 USB ports, and I used one for my mouse and one for my microphone. Here comes a 2-2 to Suzuki. And there's a broken bat to third. They'll go to second, and that's it. So there's one down, one's at the corners. So then when I went and got a Bluetooth mouse. That way it doesn't tie up a port. So now I can plug my mic and my webcam in my USB port. So I should have done that a long time ago. Let's get the little Bluetooth mouse. So instead of the wireless mouse, you plug the little thing in the USB port when you have a wireless mouse. But now I got the Bluetooth mouse. So Crow Armstrong pops it up back behind home plates, and it's 0-1. What are you barking at? Oh, the other dog must be out. The neighbor's dog must be out because Rue likes talking to him. The other one's an older dog, and I don't think he cares too much for Rue. Hey, get over here. He don't want to talk to you. So, Crow Armstrong batting .261 on the season. Got first and third, one down. Here comes the 0-2. That's up high, 1-2. Yeah. Come here. What do you got? Why you always getting into shit? Here comes the 1-2. And it's gonna be hit back out of play, foul. I think he had a I don't know if he killed a bird or Marie killed a bird about a week ago. I think it was Marie killed the bird, but then he went and picked it up probably after she killed it. Like, man, I said, you ain't bringing that shit in the house. Here comes the 1-2. And swing and a miss. 2 down. Yeah, it does look better. You're right. I should have got. See, I never used it because I didn't have any USB ports. I only had 2 ports. So, and Rue, get over here. You don't see he barking back at you. It means he don't want to talk to you. All right, so Carson Kelly will come to the plate. Batting .265, 13 homers, and 40 RBIs on the season. Man, it's nice. Man, it's some dark clouds up there on the north side of Chicago. They had the last night game got rained out. So Kelly at the plate. And there's the cicadas. That's 1-0. That's low. That's away. 1-0. But yeah, Marie had a cicada in her mouth last night. She caught one. Then she let it go. Man. They're starting to come out now. Here's the 1-0. That's a strike. 1-1. Yeah, I know. I thought about it yesterday. I said I'm gonna go get me a Bluetooth mouse. That way I can free up a USB port and then just use my webcam that I bought. Yeah, but since the laptop one was 1080p, I didn't think there'd be that much difference between the quality, but apparently there is. So. I know the quality in the laptop cameras aren't that good, but here's the 1-1. Swing and miss. 1-2. But I didn't think it was. I said it was 1080p. Like, okay, it's got to be. Anyway. All right, so 1-2 to count. There's 2 down in the inning. Cubbies' first two guys got on for Chicago. Now there's 2 down. They're still on the base pass. Here comes the 1-2. And it's, strike 3 looking. Wow. They looked outside, but he got the call, and it's out number 3. So we'll go to the second inning. So 1-0 Milwaukee Yeah. Yeah, it's not like this. This is an old webcam. This is like not one of these, new ones that have been made, in the past like year or two. This is an old webcam. I got this probably in 2010 when I first started making videos. Oh, I put first again. Damn it. There we go. So, come here. Come here. Come see. Come on. Come on. They want to see you. Come here, Paxton wants to see you. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Rue, come here. Rue, come here. Come here. She ain't home yet. Come here. Rue. Hey. She's not home yet. Get down. She's not home yet. Why'd your heart beat like 90,000 times a minute? Come on. Come here. Come here, you. Look, the light ain't on there. She ain't home yet. But did you hear the garage open or something? Did you hear the garage open or something? Huh? You gotta wait. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. It'll be alright. You'll be alright. Jeez, boy. Hey, get down from the door like that. Oh. Not home. Maybe she is home. He heard the garage open up. We got the terrain up. There's a strike on one. It is better. So terrain batting 279 on the year. Here comes the pitch. The 1-1 is fouled. 1-2. 1-2. Well, give me. And the 1-2 pitch is inside. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2 pitch is swung on center field, left center, but then there's a 1 down. So Crow Armstrong makes the catch, and there's 1 down here in the second. They say there's no chance of rain, but hell, man, if you're watching the game, there's dark clouds everywhere. Here comes the pitch to Jansen, and that's a strike on 1. And they say there's no threat of rain up there, but man, here comes the 0-1. That ball is hit to left center for a base hit. This might be 2. It goes off the wall, and Jansen gonna head around first and go standing up. So 1 out double for Danny Jansen. That's his 10th of the season. All right. Now there's some other webcams you can buy that have a wide. I think give you a little more wider view. They got Ortiz at the plate. There's a strike. 0-1. So Joey Ortiz, 232 average, 7 homers, and 43 ribbies on the year for Milwaukee. Here comes the 0-1, and that's low. 1-1. 1-1. Milwaukee I'm old enough to remember. Or I'm old enough to remember when they were in the American League. I used to be in the with the Yankees. It's a strike, 1 and 2. That's when they only have like 2 divisions, the East and the West. So 1 and 2 to count to Ortiz. Then they moved to the National League years ago. That's foul back. Stays 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Weren't you like 2 years old when that happened? Here comes a 1-2, and that's a grounder, but it's foul. So I have to do it again. Yeah, weren't you like 2 years old at that game? So 1 and 2 to count here to Ortiz. As he had to walk back to the batter's box. Month of August, Joey Ortiz batting .355 with 12 RBIs and 14 runs scored. What's up, woodworking outdoorsman? Let's go, crew. I'm doing well. How you doing tonight? All right, so 1 and 2 to count. Pitch is in the dirt. 2-2. So did try to get in the chase that one. Joey laid off it. Still, now count goes to 2-2. Runner at second, 1 down. 1-0 Brew Crew. And then we got time is called. What's this? They got the pitch comm ain't working. Yeah, pitch comm issue. Well, why is there always a pitch comm issue like early in the game? Early in the game, there's always a pitch comm issue like in the first few innings. Always. Every game I've watched seems like every single game, first few innings, there's some kind of issue. Is it? I think they're lying. I think they're just they're stalling for some kind of for an extra timeout. That's just my opinion. And all this does now is it just delays the game. Now the manager's talking to the umpire about whatever, I don't know. Did they set some ball on that? You should get one. You should get one little mulligan. Your pitch comm don't work. If it messes up again, it's an automatic ball. I don't know why it's not that way. Or were they complain about that counts as a mound visit? Hold on. Raining. Gotta get the tattooed up before it gets all soaking wet. So 2-2 to count here to Ortiz and 3-2. Man. Talking about rain, it hurt me. It's not raining in Chicago, but it is here. There's a foul out of play. Phase 3-2. I just talked about, it was cloudy in Chicago, and all of a sudden starts raining here where I live. Man, it hurt me. Right, so 3-2 to count here to Ortiz. Runner at second, 1 down. 1-0 Brew Crew. And the 3-2. Yeah, that's strike 3 looking. 2 down. 2 down. Not great. Maybe he's messing with you. Maybe he's messing with you. Here's a ground ball to first and safe. As the pitcher was late getting over there. Man, good job. Good job, television. We almost missed a play. So it's going to be an infield single for Milwaukee. We got first and third. As Fralick got on with the infield single. Good job. Good job, FanDuel, Wisconsin, whoever the hell does this. But yeah, Callion was late getting over. We got first and third. First and third. Man, all of a sudden, just starts pouring down rain. So Durbin's up. He's 0 for 1 on the evening. The pitch is a strike. 0-1. 0-1 to count. Here to Caleb at Durbin. Running out back in the first inning. Here comes the 0-1. That's a grounder. The second. And no go to first for the third out. So, Brew Crew, they threaten, but they do not score. We got Nico Horner with Cassie and then Swanson due up for Chicago. I did bring him Marie's food. I almost forgot about it. I thought I did it. Then I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't bring the food in. It's gonna get all wet. It's gonna get all wet. So, bring me free food. Okay, where'd she go? Oh, okay. Yeah, she went over there, like our shed back there. You see the shed right on my shoulder there. There's a porch, covered patio porch that she can get under. And sometimes her dumb ass doesn't go over there when it rains. But she's over there now. Sometimes she sits out underneath the tree, gets wet. I'm like, but you know there's a spot you can go and be dry, right? Maybe she likes getting wet. I don't know. I thought cats didn't like getting wet. Go back 1 second. That's it. That's it. The rain. Look at the clouds. Glad I cut the grass yesterday. All right, we go to the bottom of the second. 1-4-0 for Milwaukee. 0-1-0 for Chicago. But yeah, I'm glad I cut my grass yesterday. Because yeah. All right, here comes a pitch to Nico Horner. There's a ball, 1-0. So 1-0 to count. And the pitch is a strike, 1-1. So 1-1 to count. Horner batting .291 on the year, 4 homers and 48 RBIs. 120 games. The pitch is going to be low. Moves the count to 2-1. 2-1. I have those can lights, can LED lights. Hit the 2-1. Now I can show it to you now. I got a webcam. See, look. See? I got those can. I got my webcam off. I got those can LED lights. They call them. Here's a 3-1. Here's a strike. 3-2. 3-2 to count. Here to Nico Horner. He's 2 for 18 in his career against Brandon. 3 strikeouts. 3-2 pitch is best ball 4. That's going to be up high, so the leadoff guy gets on again for Chicago. They had it in the bottom first. Yeah. Yeah. I like when they I like our ceiling when they did this. So it's Cassie up. Here comes a pitch. That's fouled. Out of play, 0-1. Casey. Casey. That's Casey. I'll call him whatever you say, Mr. Announcer. And the White Sox are beating the Braves 8-4. What the White Sox suck. Here's the 0-1 to Casey. That's 1-1. Man, the Braves suck this year. And the rain's over. The rain's over with. Comes a 1-1. And runner goes. It's a ball. And we save it second. We save it second. No, you're staying inside. You want to go inside so bad. Plus it rained. We're not playing, in and out game. So 2-1 to Casey. That's popped up, foul territory, and gonna get to the seats. Man, 2-2. 2-2. But the Dodgers are playing the Rockies. I can't get the Astros or the Rangers because I'm blacked out. All right, so 2-2 to count. To Casey. He's 3 for 7 with a homer and 3 ribbies in the series. And the 2-2. And that's me check swing foul. Stays 2-2. Crappy games on, man. Yankees game is delayed because of rain, I think. So 2-2 to count here to Casey. Rockies beat the Dodgers yesterday. What? 2-2 pitch is fouled again. So it's going to remain 2-2. Man, Rockies beat the Dodgers. Man. I guess the blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. So 2-2 coming to Casey. Runner at second, and there's nobody out. Wow, where'd that miss? 3-2. That was according to the K box. That was right on the K box. 3-2, but the umpire called it a ball. I mean, the count's now full. And 3-2 pitch is hit to left field, coming on, and going to drop it down in front of him. And one will score. So it's 1-1. RBI single there by Casey. The Cubbies have tied it up. It was all World Series. So 8th pitch in the bat, and it's now 1-1. All right, so runner first, so nobody out for the Cubbies. We're going to have Dansby Swanson, the ex-Brave. There's a foul, 0-1. 0-1 to count here to Swanson. 18 homers, 57 RBIs on the year, batting .247. Any movies on Tubi to watch? Another 48 hours. Here's the 0-1. There's a outside 1-1. Another 48 hours. Fatal Attraction. Well, they got some movies on Airplane. Well, they got some movies on the night, but some of them have already started. They've been like too far into it. Here comes a 1-1. It's a swing and miss. 1-2. Westerns, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Western channel. Clerks 2. Where's Clerks 1? So 1-2 to count to Dansby. Batting .385 in his career against Brandon Woodruff. That ball's fouled back on a play 1-2. South Park. It's like old ones. So 1-2 to count to Swanson. Man, the pitch is a swing and a miss. 1 down. So 1 down here in the second. As Dansby Swanson strikes out. So Swanson strikes out, chases that one. That was the pitch was low, but he chased it. Now we're going to Matt Shaw due up, batting .226, 10 homers on the season for Chicago. That pitch is going to miss upstairs, a 1-0. So 45 pitches so far for Woodruff. It's raining. I'm not putting your food out there right now. No. Then it's going to get wet, and then you're not going to eat it. Here's a 1-0. And it's 2-0. The rain is slacking up. Once the rain quits, I'll put your food back out there, but you're not going to eat it when it gets wet. So 2-0 coming to Shaw. And it's I call that a strike. 2-1. I mean, they just called it a ball like 2 pitches ago. Now he calls it a strike. Come on, ump. Get the sleep out of your eyes. So 2-1 coming to the plate. Swing and miss. 2-2. 2-2. So 2-2 to count. And here comes the 2-2. That's fouled. Stays 2-2. So Shaw is 1 for 6 in the series with 3 strikeouts. The count's now 2-2 with 1 down here in the bottom of the second. And the 2-2 pitch that's away and upstairs, 3-2. So count moves full, 3-2 here to Shaw. 25 pitches in the first, 25 in the second for Brandon Woodruff. That's not really ideal to throw, mid-20s every inning. But you're not gonna last long. 3-2 is swung on, right center, coming on and making the catch. 2 down. There's 2 down in the inning. Potawatomi Casino in Milwaukee. Milwaukee Casino. So match. Wait, look at time. Time is called again. Looks like we're ready to go. So Bush at the plate. He walked back in the bottom of the first to lead the game off. Was left stranded. There's a swing and miss. 0-1. Change up for a strike. 0-1. The rain stopped, Marie. Now I'll bring you put out in a minute. Here comes the 0-1. That ball hit to. It's a fair ball. And down the line and right. And it goes off the wall. Let's see if they can send a runner home from third. They will. And the throw home is not in time. It's 2-1 to Chicago. As Casey scores all the way from first. 2-1 Cubbies. So Bush. Looks like he got a triple out of that. Going to be a triple. Didn't we play the Saints last year? Did we play the Broncos last year? We played Broncos last year? I'm pretty sure we played each other last year. Okay, it was a double, and then Bush goes to third on throw. Yeah, I thought we had played each other last year. So Bush gets a double, they said, and then went to third on a throw. But on the screen it says a triple. So I don't know what's what the announcer said or what the screen says. But nevertheless, he's at third base. So Happ at the plate, one at third. There's two down in the second. 2-1 Chicago. There's a ball. Whoa, no, what? There's no way it's a strike. There's no way it's a strike. 0-1. 0-1. There's no way it's a strike. Here comes the 0-1. There's a swing and a miss. 0-2. So 0-2 coming to Happ. This ump is blind. The pitch is a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to end the inning. But Chicago takes the lead as a Bush gets a double, scores a run. We got Contreras, Yelich, and Vaughn due up for the Brewers in the third. 2-1 Cubbies. You forgot about that game. Oh, man. Forgot about that game. Man, how convenient. How convenient, man. Top of the third inning. Pine tree? I'm fucking following my fence. Well, that's not a pine tree on my phone, I think. Or the pine tree. You know, snap. I don't think it fell on anything like on my fence. Damn pine trees. Man, they got that hurricane out in the Atlantic, man. Luckily, I think that thing's supposed to turn and not go on the East Coast. That's the last thing I saw. Hopefully that's the case and it doesn't affect anybody. But I saw there was a Category 5. Was it yesterday or was it? Yeah, it was 2 days ago. It was the anniversary of Camille that hit the Mississippi Gulf Coast in the late 60s, and that was the hurricane of Mississippi remembered until Katrina came. And Katrina was worse. Gonna be 20 years for Katrina on the 29th. We got Contreras at the plate, 1-0. 20 years ago, man. Jeez. Here's the 1-0. That ball's fouled back. Out of play, 1-1. Cubbies are second in the Central. Milwaukee's first. And they're probably not going to catch Milwaukee, but they can get number 1 in the wild card. Here's a grounder to short. And Swanson throws the first. 1 down. Yeah, it'll be 20 years for Katrina, man. I mean, I remember it like yesterday. Yep, on the 29th of this 10 days. Man. Be 20 years ago. Here comes the pitch to Yelich. And it's a swing to left. And 2 down. Quickly 2 up and 2 down. Here in the 3rd inning. Going to bring up Andrew Vaughn in the plate. Every time it rains, and I pick Marie's food up, she gets mad and she meows at me. And she wants to eat again. So Vaughn had an RBI single back in the first. With Milwaukee's only run so far tonight. So 14 homers. So Vaughn had called timeout. Now sits back in the box. So Taillon going to throw his 55th pitch to the plate. And the 0-1 is inside 1-1. 1-1. I have to get a haircut soon. Here's a 1-1. That's inside 2-1. 2-1 to Vaughn. Drove in his 55th run of the year. 2-1 pitch. There's a grounder to short again. Swanson. And that's 3 down. So 3 up and 3 down in the 3rd. That was quick. So we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. We got Suzuki, Crow, Armstrong, and Kelly due up for Chicago. So, bottom of the 3rd, man. Oh, there we go, man. Where is it? She's still at work. Yeah, we're getting close to football. Steve, getting close, man. I know preseason's going on, but we're getting close to the real shit. Getting close to the real shit. Which is going to be interesting. I think the Saints are due for a long season, no matter who the quarterback is. LSU needs to go to the playoffs. All right. Oh, National Bank. All right. So we got Suzuki due up for Chicago. And the pitch is a strike. 0-1. Yeah, Clemson should be favored. They definitely should be favored. Well, Mizorowski will start tomorrow from Milwaukee against Colin Ray. Here comes the 0-1. Suzuki fouls that one back. 0-2. All right, so 0-2. is Suzuki. That's blowing away. 1-2. Didn't chase that pitch. It was off the plate and outside. 1-2. And the 1-2 is a grounder to third. Toss to first. And bounces and got him. On the hop. 1 down. So Suzuki will ground out 5-3, and there's 1 down. Are they going to challenge this? It was close. It was close. I think he's out. That's a good call by the ump. So 1 down, nobody on. Crow Armstrong at the plate. That's upstairs, 1 out. Got the Buckeyes are favored by 3 over Texas, which probably is the right. That's probably they're at home. Here's a 1-0. It's 2-0. Although the Buckeyes are breaking in a new quarterback this year, but that's so 2-0 coming to Crow Armstrong. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. 2-1. So 2-1 the count to Crow Armstrong. The 2-1 pitch is lifted to right. And coming in, 2 down. So 2 down in the inning as Crow Armstrong flies out to right. So quickly 2 up and 2 down for Chicago. This might be the 1-2-3 inning. Chicago had it. They did it in the first. They put the Brewers down in order. Now the Cubbies' first 2 guys are out. 1-2. So Carson Kelly at the plate. He's 0 for 1. There's a foul. 0-1. So Carson Kelly, 13 homers, 40 RBIs, 264 average. Where'd Paxton go? Paxton just left. You left, man. So 0-1 to count. The pitch is going to be fouled. 0-2. 0-2 to Carson Kelly. "13 homers, 40 RBIs, 264 average, OPS of 817. Here comes the 0-2. That's strike 3 looking. That's out number 3. So the Cubbies go in order 1, 2, 3 in the third. We'll go to the fourth. It's 2-1 Chicago. Collins, Terrain, and Jansen do up for Milwaukee. Yeah, Paxton, where art thou, Paxton? He left. He left. He left, man. He left. Yeah. Maybe it's dinner time. Right. Maybe it's dinner time. You know, it is. It is dinner time, man. It's like it's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. You know, it's like. America's team. What's this shit? Netflix. Oh, about the Cowboys. Cowboys. Yeah. On Netflix. Yeah, I mean, uh, you know, Jerry Jones fired Jimmy Johnson, which was, you know, which made no sense, but that was dumb of Jerry to do. This Saturday, you got the umbrella giveaway, the Bob Uecker golf umbrella. First 25,000 fans get an umbrella they can attack people with. All right, so Collins at the plate, 0-1 on the day. Takes that first pitch for a ball, 1-0. A lot of Brewers fans at the ballpark, looks like, tonight in Chicago. Here's a 1-0. That's going to hit to left field, and one down. So lines out to left, one down. Oh, Lord. Who did I say I was going to win? I was on on Traveling Fool Show the night. Who did I say? I said Texas, I thought. I had Texas. Here's the pitch to Terrain, 1-0. Would have in a 4 had Texas, Penn State, Ohio State, and it was Georgia. Here's a 1-0. It's 1-1. But this might be Texas year with Manning. Here's a ground ball to first. 2 down. 2 down. Yeah, I've already said I don't think LSU makes the playoffs, so quickly 2 going in the inning. That's going to bring up Jansen to the plate. And a pitch. It's a ball, 1-0. That's low. Low and away, 1-0. So Danny Jansen, a double back in a second. Left stranded at third. It's a strike. 1-1. And he doubled, and then he got the here's a pitch. Or no, that was a Cubby that did that. No, that was a Cubby that had the double, went to third on the throw. James just had that stand-up double. They went to left center. Here's a 2-1. There's a strike, 2-2. Got my batters confused. Yeah, Jansen's got that double, left center. So 2-2 coming to Jansen. Got 2 down in the top of the 4th. The pitch. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike number 3. Out number 3. So, yeah, but that's what 7 straight. Retired. We got Horner, Casey, and Swanson due up for the Cubbies in the bottom of the 4th. 2-1 Cubbies. They have a shot. I just don't think they're gonna make it. I don't trust Brian Kelly. I don't trust him. So just don't trust him. All right, Bruce Barker to come outside, but he's not. He's gonna stay inside because it's raining and wet. Hey. All right, I'm back. All right, so we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, 2-1 Chicago. Up over the Brew Crew here. think this darker. Let's see here. All right. So 1-4-0 for Milwaukee, 2-3-0 for Chicago. All right. All right, so we got Nico Horner at the plate. So Horner walked back in the second, scored a run, stole a base. Here comes the 0-1. That's a pop-up. Ball in the infield. Second baseman there, and one down. One down. What's up, St. Louis Rocks? Member Gang in the house. Member Gang in the house. Well, you got a new icon. You must be at like too much or something. Yeah, you got the new little icon. You had the LSU icon. I mean, I'm talking not the LSU, the NFL icon. All right, so 0-1 here to Casey. And the pitch is off the plate, 1-1. What's going on? Member Gang in the house. So 1-1 to Casey. An RBI single back in the second, scored a run. That's going to be low. 2-1. Got to wait and see what the umpire called. 2-1. Yeah, Woodruff's had 72 pitches so far in the fourth. He's not going to go much. Maybe 5. There's a foul. 2-2. He might get through 5 with his pitch count. So. Unless he has some like 5-pitch innings, he's not gonna be much in the game much longer. There's a grounder right side to second base. 2 down. I would be. All the shit Brian Kelly has talked in the offseason, he can't lose that game. Brian Kelly has talked a lot of shit in the offseason about the Death Valley Jr. circling the game and the punching bags in the locker room with the Clemson Tiger paw print and the 1-0. He's got to win the game. He's backed himself into a corner where he's got to win. Here's the pitch to Swanson. That ball's hit to left field. It might be gone and off the wall. Just almost missed going out, and that's going to be a double for Swanson. So a 2-out double for Dansby, and the Cubbies have a runner at second base. Man. So off the wall and left. That was Dansby. Crushed that one. Went off the Gallagher insurance sign. And the Cubbies have a runner at second base with 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth. It's going to bring up Shaw, the 9-hole hitter, who's 0 for 1. And the pitch to Shaw, going to be low, 1-0. So Shaw flied out back in the second inning. And the 1-0 is in the nice stop. 2-0. Nice stop by the catcher. 2-0. Tuna. So Warner leads away from second. And the 2-0 is off the plate outside, 3-0. So it counts now 3-0 here to Matt Shaw. As Woodruff has been Pitch counts are very high for being the fourth inning. Almost at 80 pitches. Here's number 79 on 3-0. That's a strike. 3-1. So 3-1 to count. And the 3-0, so 3-1 is ball 4. Just off the plate, ball 4. Now there's 2 on and 2 out. 2 on and 2 out. Now the top of the order going to be coming up for Chicago. So 25 pitches in the first, 31, then 11, and now 15. So the Cubs are 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position tonight. And here comes the pitch to Bush. That's going to miss 1-0. That's going to miss 1-0. So Michael Bush walked, tripled, has an RBI. And that's a swing to miss, 1-1. So they did give him a triple on that before. The radio the announcer said it was a double. And then he went to third on the throw, but they must have changed it and gave him a triple. So he did get a triple his last time up. So 1-1 to count to Bush. There's a grounder right side, and they'll toss to first, and the side is retired. So the Cubbies get 2 on, but they don't score. We'll go to the 5th. Ortiz, Frelick, and Durbin do up. Yeah. Steve bet on the Brew Crew. Bet on the Brew Crew. Top of the 5th we go, man. Top of the 5th we go, man. It's a 2-1. Game is moving on. This game is moving pretty quickly. Started at, let's say, at 7 o'clock Central. It's now 8:22. We're in the 5th. Yeah, well, I guess this is a good pace. Moving at a good pace. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Yeah. All right. Yeah, so we got we need some as Harry Carey would say, we need some runs in this game. Let's get some runs. You know, as Harry Carey would say. Alrighty, we got Ortiz up. First pitch is a ball. 1-0. And the 1-0 is a hit to left field, going back and at the warning track. Pat makes a catch. 1 down. Well, that was hit on the nose. 1 down. So 1 down. So Taillon's going to be at 70 pitches after this next one. We got so Frelick's up. There's a strike. 0-1. Here comes the pitch to Frelick. That's down low, 1-1. So Sal 1 for 2 with a single back in the second inning. Batting an even 300 on the year. The 1-1 is upstairs, 2-1. 2-1. Here's Sal, Frelick. Two one pitch is out of play. 2-2. 2-2. Here to Frelick. And Taillon comes set. The pitch. That's low. 3-2. So count moves to 3-2. Durbin on deck for Milwaukee. 3-2 pitch is hit to on the right side. And there's 2 down. 4-3 in the putout. 2 down here in the 5th. And the Brew Crew is Taillon's in the on a groove right now. There's 2 down. 2 down. Peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Yeah. Haven't had a Cracker Jack in a very long time. So Durbin's 0 for 2 on the evening with 2 ground outs. Here comes the 0-1. That's off the plate. 1-1. Peanuts and Cracker Jacks. So 1-1 to count. And the pitch is grounded to short. The toss to first. And they got him. 1 down. They got him. I'm sorry, that was 3 outs. It's 3 outs. Excuse me. So we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 2-1 Chicago. Man. It looks like the Yankees and the Rays are about to play. They're George Steinbrenner Field. They're playing in George Steinbrenner Field. That's crazy. What's Tampa going to do for a stadium? I mean, they don't have one. The Hurricane took it out last year. And they can't play in a AAA park, for a long period of time. All right, so we can go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 2-1 Chicago. As this is game 3. Because we had I think it's game 3, right? Okay, it's what, takes 2 though? Yeah, it's supposed to be right. There was supposed to be a doubleheader yesterday. There was only 1 game because of rain, and they had a doubleheader today. Looks like they're going to finish this one. So this is the 3rd game. And it's a 1-1. The Brewers won the first game yesterday. Cubbies won this one the early game today. Dodgers are smacking the Rockies 7-0. Man. All right, so we got Hap at the plate. Looks like it's going to be a ball high 1-0. So Hap's 1 for 2. Woodruff's at 85 pitches after this one, and we're in the 5th inning. And the 1-0 is hit back. 1-2. So 1-1 to count to Hap. And the pitch is a ground ball, a big base hit. gets through the left field, so the Cubbies have a leadoff guy on in the fifth. As Ian Happ singles the left, goes the other way. And the Cubbies have a runner on. Third time the Cubbies have had the leadoff guy on in this game. That'd be good. See Suzuki up. One at first, nobody out. Suzuki is over 2. The pitch is down low, 1-0. So Suzuki he grinded out. He's also hit into a fielder's choice. 27 homers and 86 RBIs, 248 average for Suzuki. It's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Like the Brew Crew has a lefty warming up. That's like Aaron Ashby is warming up in the bullpen for them. Here comes the 1-1 to Suzuki. That's inside, 2-1. 2-1 here to Suzuki. So Woodruff's going to be at 90 pitches after this one. Pitch number 90. And the 2-1 is a strike. And so it was a late call, 2-2. I mean, it was definitely, if you go by the box, it was a strike, 2-2. So 2-2 coming to the plate. And that ball's going to be foul back. It's going to stay 2-2. It remain 2-2. So 2-2 coming to the plate. Nope, no Thomas call. Nope, Thomas call. So no pitch yet. And here comes the 2-2. And the pitch is a foul. Stays 2-2. One second, go back. All right, so 2-2 coming to the plate. And the 2-2 is a foul. Stays 2-2. Well, that's right. Oh yeah, I've forgotten they had a opening game, out of the country. I don't know, man. I think that's crazy. It's crazy that they fuck fans over. 2-2 pitch. And strike 3 looking. 1 down. And Suzuki didn't think that was a strike. But the K-Box says it was. I think. Let's see. Let's look at the K-Box again. Look. Let's see. Oh, that's a strike. According to the K-Box. So 1 down. And we're going to have a pitching change. As Milwaukee is going to the bullpen. What's up, Mike K? Judge hit a homer. What's up, Mike K? His 40th of the season. So Let's see here. I know the game was on. All right, the Brew Crew's making a pitching change. Let me back the game up. Watch the homer. Yeah, so I knew it was a rain delay. So we got 2-1 Cubbies, and we got a pitching change for the Brew Crew coming up. As Woodruff is going to exit the game. Okay, there's the homer by Judge. Man, Tampa's got a do I remember Tesla, the band? Yeah, Paxton. Is Tampa building a stadium for the Rays? I mean, what are they going to do? They can't play at this AAA ballpark, you know. They got to. I mean, they got to build I mean, I don't think the place, the Tropicana is going to be. I think it's gone forever. So 2-1 Chicago here in the bottom of the fifth. As Brandon Woodruff went 4 1/3, 5 hits, 2 runs. They both were earned, 6 Ks and 3 walks. He's responsible for the guy at first base. So call to the bullpen is going to be Aaron Ashby, the lefty. 2-1 record with an ERA of 2.02, 44 strikeouts to 15 walks. And his ERA 2.02. So Crow Armstrong up. Here comes. They're going to toss the first and chase the runner back. Going to chase the runner back. I guess Bellinger goes yard. There's a ball outside to Crow Armstrong. Yeah, I backed it up a little bit. I like on MLB TV you can back it up and stuff like that. So what you think of Manfred once he wants to ruin baseball with this realignment shit? Here's a 1-0. That's foul out of play. 1-1. I mean, the Mets and the Yankees can't be in the same goddamn division. That's just stupid, man. Manfred he's the worst commissioner of the 4, and it's not even close. The 1-1 is a swing and a miss. That's 1-2. So 1-2 to count to Crow Armstrong. Yeah, I mean, what you're gonna have me? And the Cubs and the White Sox can't be in the same division either. Here's the 1-2. That's 2-2. Same with the Dodgers and the Angels. But Manfred's gonna fuck it up, man. So 2-2 coming to the plate. There's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And there's 2 down. Yeah, Bettman's probably might be the best one, man, of the 4. I think Goodell's probably second, and then there's the alien Adam Silver, and then Manfred. We got 2 down, 1 on. There's Kelly at the plate. That's a ball, 1-0. Yeah, people hated Bettman for a long time, and I don't know. I think he's the best commissioner of the 4 right now. Maybe at one time he was down, in the bottom of the the totem pole, but not anymore. Other ones have gone past him. Here's a base hit left field. So Kelly singles the left. We got 2 on and 2 out. Kelly now is 1 for 3. And there's who's going next? What's up, Paxton? Yeah, the Canadians haven't won the Stanley Cup in like what, 93. So we got Nico Horner up. So Nico Horner to plate. And the pitch is what about a strike? Wow. 0-1. That pitch looked inside. 0-1. Who's pitching for the Yankees tonight? So 0-1 to Horner, who walked in the second, stole a base, scored a run. There's a grounder. The Stewart gets through for a base hit to center field. Runner comes around third, and he will score, but they throw to third. He's safe at third. Man, they try to get the runner out of the third, coming from second, but he's safe as well, and it's 3-1 Chicago. Man, 1993, man. A lot going on there on that play. But now we got a review. Okay, so yeah, we're getting a challenge at the play at third base to see if he was out or safe at third. The call was safe, and ooh, that's close. That's real close. That's really, really close. Oh, Rodon? Oh, no, Boone will take him out like in the fifth inning and bring in Loizaga or something. No, they're not going to win because Boone will take Rodon out in the fifth inning. So call on the field is safe at third. And see, it looked like it hit his hand. I see what the Brewers thought, but it might have hit it. He might have got him on the fingers there. We're gonna need to zoom. Come on, we gotta zoom in on the camera. I mean, this is 2025, and we need to like have a zoom in to see if he got tagged out. Yeah, I don't think Boone has it. I don't think Boone has it in him to let Rodon go deep. He'll take him out in the fifth inning with like 70 pitches and bring in Loizaga or Mark Leiter. So they're still looking at this play at third to see if he's out or safe. Call was safe. I think it's gonna be tough to overturn. Okay, so the call stands. He's safe at third. Yeah, David Stern was the best when he was around. A lot of people don't like David Stern, but he was the best commissioner. He didn't let the players walk all over him like Silver does. Players walk all over Adam Silver. Stern would never allow that to happen. So Casey's up. He's 1 for 2. 1 for 2. No, we're gonna have a pinch hitter. We're gonna have a pinch hitter. Is Justin Turner gonna come on and pinch hit for Chicago here in the fifth? Dairy Queen. I wish, man, the closest Dairy Queen to me is about 20 miles away. I'd have to drive to go get Dairy Queen. Man, but they got this new Blizzard out I want to go try. I saw it on the television. I forgot the name of it, but it looked pretty tasty. So yeah, I want to go try that one. Blizzard. So Turner at the plate, 217 average, and that ball's fouled on a play on 1. So yeah, the Blizzards. That's the only thing I get over there is Blizzards. I don't get anything else. I don't get any kind of burgers over there at Dairy Queen. I get the Blizzards. Chisholm error. How do you get an error thrown from second? It's in the dirt. 1-1. Remember Chuck Knobloch? I'm sure you do. Remember Knobloch couldn't throw from second to first? he had the yips, as they say. Remember Knobloch couldn't throw to second base from second to first. Here's a ground ball back to the pitcher, underhand toss, and that's out number 3. So we'll go to the 6th inning. It's now 3-1 Chicago. You remember that? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you remember that. When Knobloch couldn't throw the ball to first base to save his life. That was crazy. I remember that. That was like what? Late 90s, was it? Late 90s. I know he played for them when they were winning all those World Series. But Knobloch was a really good player. And all of a sudden, he couldn't throw the ball from second to first. We're back. Next one. All right, back here. So we get in the top of the 6th inning. We got Contreras at the plate. Taillon out there for Chicago. And the 2-1 is a grounder to third. And 1 down. We're down in trouble already. Yeah, Boone probably would take him out. So Yelich comes to the plate. So Yelich has 26 homers, which leads he leads the team in homers with 26. Here comes the pitch, the Yelich. It's high, 1-0. The Yelich at the plate. We got 1 out, nobody on for the Brew Crew here in the 6th. And the 1-0. It's strike 1-1. But yeah, they got. I think it's it's like a Reese's. I guess some kind of Reese's peanut butter cup blizzard they have. I saw on TV. I think it's a new one. That's outside 2-1. But yeah, I wish there was a Dairy Queen like on the next exit. Here's the 2-1. That's me. Fouled out of play. 2-2. I got to go like 20 miles away, roughly, go get a Dairy Queen. Does sound good though. 2-2 pitch is a base hit left field. This might be 2 if he has any speed. He does. Oh, he's gonna hold up. He's gonna hold up. Yelich holds up at first. So 1 out single there for Christian Yelich for the Brew Crew here in the 6th. Yeah, it's dangerous to have one really close. You know, when my wife and I went on the cruise this year, when the ice cream place is open till like midnight. It used to be. I remember a few years ago we went on one. I think it was Royal Caribbean. It was like 24/7. It was 24 hours a day. Here's a fly ball right field going back to the warning track. There's 2 down. Man, I think it was a Royal Caribbean. Their ice cream was open like 24 hours a day. That was bad. No, if you're hungry at like 2 o'clock in the morning for ice cream, all you do is get out of your stateroom and go get some ice cream. So Collins up. And the pitch is a ball 1-0. But I don't know if you answered me earlier, but I was maybe type it in the comments. But is Tampa going to get a stadium? Are they building a stadium? Because I know they can't play in this AAA park forever. Here's a 1 out. It's 2-0. There's no way. I mean, they can't. They can't. It's not feasible. There's no way. I mean, so 2-0 to count. Here to Collins. There's Taillon. Here's his 91st pitch. Swing and miss. 2-1. 2-1. Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah, they got to build one. I mean, they can't play in this AAA park like long term. And that hurricane last year took out the Tropicana, which is probably not bad. They need to move. I've been to Tampa. They need to move like around where the football stadium is, like right around where the baseball stadium. This stadium here, where the Yankees play, where the Rays play, is close to the football stadium. There's a fly ball center field. Out number 3 makes the catch. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th, and it's 3-1 Chicago. Yeah, but that George Steinbrenner Field is right by where the Buccaneers play. That's where they need to build a stadium around that area where the football stadium is. And that was a problem with the baseball stadium. Was like in St. Petersburg. It wasn't around the downtown Tampa. So I'm trying to remember. Where could they possibly put it around the football stadium? But so we're going to bottom of the 6th innings, 3-1 Chicago. Yeah, I saw Manfred they want expansion. Why they want to expand and have another small market teams that can't compete because there's no salary cap. That makes no sense. You're gonna have some other teams come in that don't have the payroll that compete. Doesn't make any sense. That's what makes the NFL the best, is because of their hard cap. And there's a hard cap, you can't go over it. There's no luxury tax. So Swanson takes it for a ball, 1-0. Swanson's 1 for 2. We're in the bottom of the sixth. Ashby, I throw his 14th pitch of the game. That ball's fouled out of play. 1-1. But Major League Baseball will never go to a hard cap. Not like the NFL has. This ain't gonna happen. Too much time. If they were gonna do it, they should have done it like in the 90s when NFL did it. There's a ball outside, 2-1. But they call that strike? Oh, this umpire's out of his mind, man. 1-2. This umpire's out of his mind. He's blind. He's calling shit that are strikes or balls and vice versa. This guy needs to go to America's Best tomorrow. Make him an appointment. There's a ground ball and it's gonna be foul. Today's 1-2. Today's 1-2. Yeah, I heard about that. I did hear about that. I was talking about it earlier. You might not have been in here, but yeah, here's a 1-2, and it's fouled. That makes no sense whatsoever. No American League or no National League. I mean, what you're gonna have the Yankees and the Mets in the same division? That's stupid. White Sox and the Cubs? No, that can't happen, man. Dodgers and the Angels? They can't be in the same damn division. And Manfred's out of his mind. Here's the 1-2, and that's 2-2. Yeah, the Bronx Bombers are pounding out the home runs today. What this a little league ballpark they're playing in? Here's a fly ball right field, drifting back, and the warning track makes the catch. 1 down. 1 down. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand that. I don't understand why they're going to do that while Manfred's going to get rid of the American and National League have been around for, a very long time. Here comes the pitch to Shaw. That ball's hit the left field. Is it going to be fair or foul? It's a fair ball. I think it's fair. Yeah, it is fair ball. Off the wall and left. Going around second. In a third with a triple is Shaw. Yes. So Shaw gets a 1-out triple. And they need to switch the camera down the line when it's kind of hard to say if it's fair or foul when the camera angle. So it was a fair ball. Triple for Shaw. I hate the camera angle sometimes because you can't tell if it's fair or foul. So Bush up, and he's gonna swing and miss. 0-1. So Cubbies have a run at third base with 1 out. Bush is 1 for 2 with a walk, a double, and a ribby. Yeah, the cameramen suck in all sports. You're right. Here's a ground ball. They'll go home, and they didn't get him. He's safe at the plate. So they went home to try to get the runner, and he's safe at the plate. It's 4-1. Chicago. Man, Cubbies up 4-1. Want to be at first base. First base now. They got him with a fielder's choice. Good Bush. And Shaw was in there. Good call. I don't think he even tagged him. Throw was kind of high, and he's in there. Oh, he never even touched him. There's a pop up, shallow center coming on. Makes a catch. The second baseman makes the catch. 2 down. 2 down. Yeah, when there's a play down the line, I mean, they need to show the camera angle that shows the ball going down the left field line or right field line, not something from the side you can't tell where it is. Anyway, rant over. All right, we got Suzuki at the plate. He's 0 for 3. First pitch is going to be low and in, 1-0. Nice car alarm's going off. So 1-0 to count to Suzuki. The pitch. Nice. I call that a strike. 1-1. There's no way you call that a strike. Yeah, they got. Where's Kawasaki? They got Suzuki. They need somebody. They need Kawasaki on the team. So 1-2, as he just fouled that one down the left field line. He's struck out. He's grounded out. Into a fielder's choice. He's 0 for 3 officially. Here comes the they'll toss to first. Chase pushback. Cubs are going for the longest win streak since the break. Wow. 2? Damn. Yeah, the Cubbies have they were really hot early in the year. Now Milwaukee's hot. Here's a 1-2. And that's strike 3 looking, man. That's a horrible call. That's gonna be strike 3 and out number 3. That pitch was out. That pitch was inside. That wasn't a strike. This umpire's out of his mind. We'll go to the 7th. It's 4-1 Cubbies. Terrain, Jansen, and Ortiz do up. This umpire sucks. He sucks. Now, he's been this way for both these teams though. He's garbage. Bring back the they need to bring back the automated balls and strikes like we had during the All-Star game. It's lightning and thunder. It's lightning and thundering. It rained here earlier. There wasn't really much lightning. It just rained. There was no lightning. Now, earlier in the afternoon, there was thunder, but it never rained. It was like it just went the other way. But about an hour ago, it rained. Yeah, you were here, Paxton. It rained, but there was really no thunder and lightning. So, all right, so at the top of the 7th, it's 4-1 Chicago. Hoping for a Brewer, hoping for a comeback win. Yeah, the Cubs won the first game with this day-night doubleheader. I guess the goal was always to kind of split these day-night doubleheaders. But yeah, well, I thought it was going to rain earlier because it's been cloudy. It looks like up there in Chicago. It was earlier. There was some dark clouds, but I guess they said it was like no chance of rain. I said, well, it sure looked like it earlier. All right, we got Terrain up. He's 0 for 2. New pitcher for Chicago is Taylor Rogers. 2-2 on the year. ERA of 2.35, 42 Ks, 20 walks. The 0-1 is a strike. 0-2. Big roar of thunder. Well, you gotta stay inside for that. You don't go outside. You don't want to get struck by lightning like that guy in that movie Great Outdoors. Here's the 0-2. Did he go? Did he swing? No. 1-2. That was a funny movie. Great Outdoors with John Candy. I like him as an actor. Hate that 96-ounce steak. 1-2 pitch is a base hit right field. So leadoff single here for Milwaukee in the 7th. Leadoff single. Yeah. Yeah, so Andrew Vaughn had an RBI single back in the first inning for Milwaukee, and that's been their only run of the game. So we got Jansen up. He's 1-for-2. Pitch is a strike. Mizorowski and Colin Ray tomorrow for these two teams. Mizorowski was recruited by LSU, but then he went to then he got drafted and didn't come to LSU. That's inside 1-1. Yeah, he was a high draft pick, and he went to the pros and coming to LSU. He would have been on that same team with Skeens. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. So 1-2 to Jansen. Batting .205 on the year. 11 homers and 30 RBIs. Did have a double back in the second inning. Was left stranded there. The 1-2 is 2-2. Yeah, that was inside. You better call that one a ball. 2-2. We got see Ryan with Brazier warming up in the Chicago bullpen. 2-2 pitch is strike 3 looking. 1 down. That was a strike. That was in the K box. 1 down. 1 down. All right, so 1 down, and Ortiz, the 9-hole hitter up, was 0-for-2. And the pitch is a strike, 0-1. So Joey's 0-for-2 with a strikeout and a line out. And the 0-1 is a swing and a miss. 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 to Ortiz. And that's going to be foul off his back foot. Going to stay 0-2. All right. So 0-2 to count to Ortiz. There's Rogers back on the rubber. And the 0-2 is fouled. Fouled back out of play. Stays 0-2. Well, Taylor Rogers was with the Brewers in 2022. Now he's with the Cubs. Here comes the 0-2 to Ortiz. That's gonna be he swung at the ball, but it fouled it. 0-2. Man, that was clearly a ball. He chased it. Luckily for him, he fouled it away. Counts 0-2 still. And the pitch is just got a piece of it. He fouls it back. So he's still 0-2 again still. I want you to count. Here comes the 0-2. And that's going to be a grounder. And that's going to get through to right field for a base hit. And runner goes to third, and he's in there. We got first and third. 1 down. So first and third, 1 down here for the Brew Crew in the 7th. As Ortiz is slow to get up. Sliding into third base. Did he hurt himself? Did he jam his hand when he was diving into the bag at third? No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It was. It was. I'm sorry. It was. It was Ortiz. Was it Ortiz that got hurt? No, it wasn't. Wasn't it? It was Ortiz that got hurt, not the guy. Not the guy slotted in the third. It was the batter that got hurt. Looked like. I'm sorry. I thought it was the guy. I thought it was the guy that slotted in the third base that got hurt. No, it was the batter Ortiz. I don't know if he planted wrong, but it looks like he's trying to jog it out. Looks like he's trying to jog it out. Looks like he's running better than he did a few seconds ago. It looks like he's running a little better than he did a few seconds ago. All right, we got first and third, one out, and as Frelick comes to the plate. So tying run coming to the plate here for the Brew Crew in the seventh. We got first and third, one down. Yeah, he did foul off a pitch on his knee earlier in the at bat. As Fraley takes a pots a strike. Wow, 0-1. That pitch was way up in the zone. This umpire is out of his mind. That's why we need automated balls and strikes. Here comes the 0-1. That's away, 1-1. So 1-1 account. There's Frelick at the plate. Frelick's 1 for 3, single back in the second inning. And the 1-1 is crushed to right field, but right at him. Let's see if it runs. Let's see if they run the runner home, and they do. And he is out at the plate. Double play. Out in right field, out at home plate. Double play. Wow, nice assist from right field. Guns down the runner at home plate. And that retires the side. So we'll go to the bottom of the seventh. It's time to stretch in Chicago. It's 4-1 Cubbies. So we got a 9-2 put out at the plate. Man, that was a nice play. Nice throw from the right fielder to throw him out. All right, time to stretch. Time to stretch. I'll be right back. Be right back. All right. Seventh inning stretch is over. So we're in the bottom of the seventh. It's 4-1 at Chicago. Pro Armstrong go for 3 at the plate. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be high. 1-0. Whew. So 1-0 to count. Ashby, I thought it was 29th pitch of the game. And a 1-0, broken bat to second base. And there's 1 down. So 4-3 in the putout. And there's 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. What are you meowing about, Marie? Your food's out there. It's not raining. All right, so we got 1 out. Nobody on here in the bottom of the 7th inning. We're going to have Kelly at the plate for Chicago. And the pitch is hit to right field. Coming on, though. 2 down. So 2 up, 2 down. Here in the 7th for Chicago. Bring up Nico Horner to the plate. So we got bases are empty, 2 down. We got a stoppage in play. Going on here. We have a mound visitor or something. Nope, no mound visitor. Just a timeout. Here's a pitch to Horner. That's gonna be a strike right at the lower part of the plate. 0-1. And the 0-1 is going to be a line out to second. That's going to retire the side. So we'll go to the 8th. Still 4-1 Cubs. We got Durbin, Contreras, and Yelich due up for Milwaukee. And up to the, if I can type right. The commercial break in progress. All right. Let's go to this poll. And the poll there is a Brewer Crew won the poll by a substantial margin. 73% to 27%. All right. A poll ended twice. Okay. Well, we actually they're not showing a commercial. They're just saying they got on the screen commercial break in progress. Okay, good. I like that. I have to watch commercials. So top of the 8th we go is 4-1 Cubbies. All right, so Ryan Brazier on in relief for the Cubbies. There's a foul. On a play 1-1. You got Siegler going to pinch hit here for Milwaukee. So Siegler batting .217 on the year. No homers, 3 RBIs. And the pitch is upstairs, 1-1. So 1-1 account. Here to Siegler. So Brazier will come set. And the 1-1 is a grounder right side. They'll toss to the pitcher. 1 down. So quickly 1 up and 1 down here in the 8th. So quickly 1 up and 1 down here in the top of the 8th. All right, so William Contreras comes up late, 1 for 3. Single in the first, scored a run. And the pitch is a ball. Oh, he called that a ball? 1-0. He's been calling those high pitches strikes sometimes. So 1-0 the count. And here's a swing to miss. 1-1. 1-1 accounted to Contreras. All right, so Brazier will come set. And the 1-1 is a line out to first. As Bush grabs it. 2 down. Quickly 2 down in the inning. Quickly 2 down in the inning. It's going to bring it up and see the plate. All right, it's going to bring up Christian Yelich, who's 1 for 2 at a walk and a single. And it's a strike. 0-1. 266 average, 26 homers, and 87 RBIs for Yelich. And as Brazier will come set. And the 0-1 is going to be high, 1-1. And the 1-1 is foul straight back. 1-2. Foul straight back. 1-2. Alright, so Brazier comes set. And the 1-2 is a grounder right side. This could end the half inning. And it does. 4-3 in the putout as Yelich grounds out. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Castro, Swanson, and Shaw do up for Chicago. Man, Milwaukee's starting to run out of outs here. They're starting to run out of outs. You're right, BRB. Damn it. That food alone. That food alone, boy. Alrighty. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 4-1 at Chicago. 4-1 at Cubbies. They got Castro coming to the plate. That's gonna be a ball. Yep, ball 1-0. So Seager will come play third base for Milwaukee. What's this camera? Yep. Ooh, we call that a strike? Yeah. 1-1. So 235 average for Castro. And the 1-1 is a swing and miss. 1-2. Oh no. Get the camera in the right angle. So 1-2 to count. Here to Castro. So Ashby's going to get 36 pitches after this one. The 1-2 is a line out. No, it's a ground to the pitcher. And those are first. Got him. Those are ground to the pitcher. 1-3 in the put out. 1 down. So 1 down. Here in the 8th. The home half of the 8th. We're going to have Dansby Swanson coming to the plate. Swanson's 1 for 3 on the evening. And the pitch to me 1-0. So 1-0 to count. The Dansby. Double back in the 4th inning. And the 1-0 is 2-0. The pitch is high. 2-0. Swanson. And the 2-0 pitch. That's another high. Another pitch that was high. 3-0. Another pitch was high. 3-0. And the 3-0 coming to the plate is a strike. 3-1. 3-1. And 3-1 pitch. Swing to miss. 3-2. So 3-2 to count. Here to Swanson. Ashby's going to be at 42 pitches after this one. So 1 out, nobody on. Swanson going to come set. And here comes the 3-2. That's going to be fouled. We'll do it again. We'll do it again at 3-2. And here's a base hit left field. So Swanson just got it over the shortstop's head in the left field. And the Cubbies have a 1-out single. So Dansby Swanson gets on with a 1-out, a single. And just over the shortstop's glove, man. They reach high for it, got his glove on it, but just couldn't come down with it. So Shaw comes up for Chicago. Pitch is off the plate, 1-0. So 1-0 to count to Matt Shaw. Tripled, scored a run, walked. And tossed to first. Chased the runner back. Chased the runner back. Here comes the 1-0. There's a strike. 1-1. Evens the count up to 1 apiece. Here to Shaw. It's Ashby getting it signed from the little pitch com. Here's the 1-1. That's the strike, 1-2. Right on the inside corner, 1-2. Another good pitch there. Here comes the 1-2. And did he go around? And they're going to say, yes, he went around. That's strike number 3. That's out 2. So they're going to say he went around. That's a strikeout. 2 down. 2 down here in the 8th. So 2 down. We're going to have Bush up for the Cubbies. There's a down low, 1-0. So Bush walked, doubled, has 2 RBIs on the evening. And the 1-0 is 2-0. Just missed down low, 2-0. 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. There's a grounder to second, toss to first, and the side is retired. So we'll go to the 9th inning. It's 4-1 Cubs. Vaughn, Collins, and Terrain do up for Milwaukee in the 9th. So they're going to need to get some. They need to get some runs, as Harry Carey would say. Let's get some runs. So top 9th inning coming up for Milwaukee. All right. There we go. All right, so 4-1 Cubs. So tomorrow's game is the same time of the night. So I think 7 o'clock Central. So everybody's welcome to come back tomorrow. Welcome to come back tomorrow. Oh, where's the ball? I would hat the balls, and I wasn't paying attention. 1. I wasn't paying attention. So, all right, Milwaukee needs to get 3 runs minimum. 3 runs minimum in this inning. And it's been the last time they had a chance to score is when they got gunned down at the plate on that double play ball on the sacrifice that almost sacrificed, but it was double play. Right, could have threw a strike down to the plate and gunned him down. Alrighty, so we got Vaughn up first here for Milwaukee in the top of the 9th. So Brewers down 3. They're looking. Cubs already won the first game of this day-night doubleheader. 1-7-0 for Milwaukee, 4-9-0 for Chicago, and Kittredge on the mound for Chicago. 3-3 record. Does have 1 save. ERA 3.76. 42 Ks, 9 walks. That's his season with the Orioles and the Cubs. That's his combined stats. Here comes the pitch. It is down low, 1-0. Excuse me. So Vaughn. 1 for 3 on the evening. RBI single way back in the first. And the pitch is a strike, 1-1. And you bargain at the win. So 1-1 coming to Vaughn. That ball's fouled, 1-2. So it's 1-2 to count here to Vaughn. So Kittredge trying to get his second save of the season. So 1-2 to count. And the pitch is a ground of the second. Toss to first. 1 down. So 4-3 to put out, and there's 1 down in the ninth. So Cubbies 2 outs away. Getting the day-night sweep. Collins at the plate. I think it was Terrain on deck. Here comes a pitch. It'll be high, 1-0. Collins is 0 for 3 on the evening. So Kittredge will come set. The 1-0 is a grounder. The second again. 2 down. So quickly 2 up and 2 down here in the ninth for Milwaukee. Turn that down there. They're down to their final out. It is going to bring Bryce Terrain. Had a single back in the 7th inning. He's 1 for 3. So we'll see if Terrain can keep it going. Can a 2-out rally happen? Here comes the pitch. That's ball 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. And a strike. 1-1. So 1-1 to count. 1-1 to count. Here to Terrain. Kittredge will come set. Fans on their feet. And the pitch is 2-1. Just miss high. 2-1. Everybody say you can't call that strike. Obviously, he's been calling that at times tonight, but you can't call that a strike. 2-1 pitch. And it's a grounder. Just on the first base. Will take it himself, and the game is over. So the Cubs sweep the day-night doubleheader as they win this one 4-1. So Taillon gets the win. Woodruff gets the loss, and Kittredge gets the save. So Taillon 7-7. Woodruff is 4-1, and Kittredge second save of the season. Time of game 2 hours and 34 minutes. Boy, this game just went breezed on by. So so I plan on doing the game again tomorrow night. It comes on a really good time for me. 7 o'clock Central. Give you time to eat dinner and whatnot. And so everybody's welcome to come back again tomorrow night as the Cubs is the winner. Did it count? Let's see. Yep, it did. All right, cool. Screwing up. Hang on. Screwing up. Let's see. There we go. All right, now I got it done. Yeah, the Cubs with the winning option, the bets. All right, you guys have a good one, and we'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow night. Have a good one. Peace out.